And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, and once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the brand new DC Warner Brothers film, Birds of Prey and One Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, starring Margot Robbie. Now, when I heard they were going to make a Margot Robbie Harley Quinn standalone movie, but also introduce the Birds of Prey characters, I'm like, okay, that is awesome. Birds of Prey in the comics is a team of female heroes. Some of them are good guys, some of them are bad guys. Harley Quinn is kind of like one of them as well. And you have Huntress, you have Black Canary, sometimes you have Batgirl. Depends on what comic book you're reading. That depends on what, who gives you what. So when they decided to make the movie about it, and I was like, okay, that's going to be pretty fun. And then they introduced the bad guy being Black Mask, a villain that we have not seen in any of the Batman, mythology stuff at all in the big screen. So I was like, okay, this could be fun. So the movie's here. What did I think about it? I liked it. I actually enjoyed this movie a lot. This movie is fun. Very, very fun. First of all, I love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. She's not only a very beautiful woman, she owns Harley Quinn. This woman she was born to play Harley Quinn, okay? Just like how Ryan Reynolds and Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans were born to play Captain America, Iron Man, and Deadpool. She was born to play Harley Quinn. She just does it so well. I remember seeing her in, obviously, the first movie we ever saw her in was Suicide Squad, and I was like, yes, live action Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's my favorite female villain of all time in the DC world. She's number one to me. She's always been a favorite. I love her dynamic with the Joker, but I also love her as her own character. Her interactions with other, not only heroes, but also villains as well. Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Batwoman, Batgirl. Depends on who she fights. It's always so fun to see Harley Quinn, play around in that sandbox. But when like I said before, she said in this movie, she is no longer with the Joker. So she decided she needs to branch out and do her own thing. Well, things start to happen where she ends up getting kind of in the wrong side of the tracks with Black Mask. He felt he needs to get rid of her now that she's pretty much fair game. Because if you remember in Suicide Squad, she was the queen of Gotham. But when the king of Gotham gets rid of his queen, it's pretty much all bets are off. And everybody's after her now. So now she pretty much has to not only survive for herself, but also defend this one girl who kind of screwed over Black Mask. And the whole movie is basically her and the team trying to protect this one girl. And it's a lot of fun. Like I said before, I really enjoy this film. First of all, seeing Harley Quinn is great. Black Canary was awesome. The actress who plays Black Canary killed it. And I love how everybody in this movie did a really good job. Some had smaller scenes, but that was okay. We got Montoya in this. She was great. Huntress was great as well. Small role, but very well done. Very well, used. I in my opinion, I thought that she was very, she wasn't used a lot, but you get why she wasn't used a lot in this movie. For information, this whole movie is basically a Harley Quinn movie. This is a Harley Quinn movie. So if you're going in to see all these characters do their thing, you might be a little disappointed. But I still enjoyed it for what it was. It was fun. It was great seeing all these characters interact with each other and bringing them into the universe now. And, but there are some stuff in here that I didn't like. I do feel like, for instance, the action here is great. I love the action here. I just feel like the action didn't have to be supposed rated R, because this movie is rated R, but at some points in the movie there are moments in the movie where you see blood and then you don't see blood. I feel like it went back and forth. It felt like it didn't know what to actually be. Should it be rated R or should it be PG-13? I feel like it went back and forth with that. So I that was kind of weird to me in some scenes. But I still enjoy. I mean, like there were blood in here, but it wasn't like Deadpool blood, like cutting off heads and gushing blood coming out or whatever. It wasn't anything like that. But there were some blood scenes, not too much of it. But this movie could have been PG-13 and it would have been fine. I still wouldn't have enjoyed it as much as if it was PG-13. I feel like the rated R stuff was a little bit too much. They could have made this PG-13. A lot of cursing and a lot of foul language and drug use, obviously, yeah, but for the blood stuff, it wasn't too gory or anything like that. But you get what you get, and for an R-rated film, okay, not the greatest R-rated film you're ever gonna see, but you get what you get. But at least it was, they made it R, I guess. So at least that's 2 rated R DC movies, counting the Joker as well, because the Joker was rated R as well. So even though different universe, but still. And also another negative for me, I feel like in this movie, I don't know why. I know everybody complains about the tone of the DC movies. Light, dark, whatever. I just felt like this movie, they made Gotham too happy, sunshines and rainbows. It's not like it was a bad thing. It was just like, it felt weird and out of place. There's a scene in the movie where you see Harley Quinn walking in the daylight. Okay. Like, because you're supposed to know Gotham. If you know Gotham's supposed to be a gritty, sad, depressed city. If you see Harley Quinn walking in the streets of Gotham, you run the other direction. There were scenes in this movie, like no joke, and it's not a spoiler. Some of these scenes are in the trailer, but I'm not trying to spoil the scene. There's a scene in this movie where people see Harley Quinn and they just go by the business. Yeah, I get you don't want to mess with Harley Quinn. I get that, but she just walks there in the daylight and it's like normal. It's like Gotham is all happy. It's very, very weird. You figure Gotham would be more darker and grittier, but I felt like Gotham was all the happy sunshines and rainbows. That was a little weird to me, but I felt that. But other than that, I had a heck of a time with this movie. I really enjoyed it a lot. The action was great. The characters were cool. Black Mask was incredible. Ian McGregor was great in this movie. Obi-Wan Kenobi, he was great. He did really well job. And the whole thing about him being gay or whatever, I'm gonna say this, he kind of was, but they don't really exploit him. Like, oh, look at me, I'm gay. They never really exploit that. You do feel it, but if you are a person of that, you will feel it. But yeah, you can tell, but they never really shove it in your faces too much. To piss off other people who don't want that, I guess. But he was great. I still enjoyed his character. His character was great. Victor Zsasz was in this movie too. He was a good character. Yeah, the whole story about Harley Quinn and how her and Joker are no longer together, that was funny. I thought that was great. A lot of great laughs in here as well. I really had a good time with it. Minus those 2 little things that I mentioned before, but still, a great little film. I enjoyed it. I don't know where I rank it up in the DC movies right now, but I know it's higher than Batman v Superman, because I cannot stand the movie unless it's the 3rd act, but still. For this movie, I don't rank it higher than Suicide Squad or maybe Shazam, so it's around there somewhere, but I might have to watch it again, but I still enjoy this movie. If you are looking forward to seeing this movie, you're going to like it. If you're worried about this movie being too much Harley Quinn, you might be a little disappointed because, this movie is a Harley Quinn story. That's what it is. I'm just saying, if you're not a fan of her character and you like, oh, I want to see Black Canary or whatever, they all have good screen time, minus, Huntress. But, you're going to be a little disappointed just seeing Harley Quinn in your face too much, because she is the main star. She is the main focus of the movie, and to me, it works, and I loved it because I'm a big fan of Harley Quinn. But if you are a fan of Harley Quinn and you just want to see the other characters be introduced, this is the movie for you. And I would not bring little kids into this movie. From ages 12 and under, no. Maybe, you know what? Take it back. 13 and under, nah, not for them. Don't. And not because of the violence. It's more because of the cursing and all that stuff. And there's a lot of it in here. It's kind of like, felt like a little bit of Wolf of Wall Street, but not as much cursing in here. But yeah. Like I said before, I enjoyed it. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie. If you saw it, and are you guys looking forward to it? And stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.